I feel there's such a strong need for the industry and for fathers, for families, to understand the role of that a dad can play in advocacy and care for a child. It's a choice, and it's not for everybody, right? Each current person deals with these types of difficulties differently, and some people just can't. And I get that. But what I found, and the reason why I'm so passionate about it, quite frankly, is in our society, it's gone on for years that the mom is seen as the primary caregiver. And I understand how we've arrived there, but in this day and age where we're trying to demonstrate so much more around equity and equal roles and all the sharing of responsibilities, there's a lot of dads, not all, but there's a lot of dads out there that are very active with their kids. And you'd have to talk to each of my kids to get their view on whether they felt that I was or not. But despite working a very full-time career, I coached all my kids. I coached 10 months out of the years for 15 years. I interacted with them. I didn't miss kid events. My job did not prevent me from being a very engaged dad. And that continued and transcended into the care part for Faith. As we went through all of her surgeries, I always had my laptop out. I was tracking what the care was, what the meds were, what meds we gave to counteract the side effects of other meds. I was the constant, and I participated in rounds. And I think that that's so important for fathers to hear that you have a role in this. And despite society and societal norms around mom does that stuff and dads are just in the background, we need to create a safe place for dads in that way. And we need to start shifting the industry from a healthcare provider point of view, that when you're dealing with parents in the room and both parents are there, you talk to both parents. I can't tell you how often, and you can imagine through 13 years, through her complex case, hundreds, thousands of doctor's appointments, and providers, male and female, would shift and focus on her mom. And in many situations, not all, but in many situations, I had more knowledge of the background, the history, and everything on Faith than her mom did, just because the natural roles that we both kind of took. And her mom would say, I don't know, talk to him. I don't know, talk to him. I would step out of the room to go to the bathroom, go shower, whatever. And then I would come back in, and her mom would be telling me, okay, this provider's coming back, this provider's coming back, because they need to talk to you about whatever we did. And it wasn't a control thing for me. It was a natural partnership between her mom and I of where we worked. And yet providers struggled to comprehend that. And I heard through all these years, I can't tell you how many times people would say, you're such a unique person. This is not common. Most dads are kind of quiet in the back of the room. And then what was interesting is, because I was so involved, I would have providers ask if I was in the business, if I was somehow in the healthcare industry, because they still couldn't get their head wrapped around of, I was just a dad. I was just a dad. And so to me, we have to do a better job of recognizing both parents, respecting both parents in that way, including them, engaging the father as much as we engage the mother. And we have to create a safe environment for dads to actually show up. And then we have to give them some tools and skills on how to do so. That you can't come in and react, like I shared before, with the emotion of a dad. You have to react with the emotion and the logic of a caregiver. So you can't come in thumping your chest and being the biggest person in the room. You have to come in with that spirit of partnership and collaboration and seeking to understand and then work through things. But we have to teach parents that, but we definitely have to create an avenue for dads in that space.